Hello all gamers. Okay, today I'm going to be doing my first impression playthrough of Wasteland 2. This will be quite interesting because this game's been around in development for quite a long time. It started out in Kickstarter originally, before heading on to early development at Steam, and I can't believe they say it was 20 years in development. That's crazy. But I've been keeping an eye on this game for quite a while actually. I don't know why I didn't get it sooner. Maybe because I had other things to play. I'm not sure. But my impressions always, from when I ever looked at the playthroughs and the visuals, was it very much reminded me of the old school style post-apocalyptic games such as Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, which is not surprising really because one of the guys that worked on this was responsible for the earlier Fallout games. Right, okay, I've already started a game earlier, but it's still very much at the very beginning, so it'll bypass all the character generation and head straight into what is effectively the first mission. Okay, I've gone for a set of preset made characters. You can actually make your own custom characters for this game, but when I'm new to something I tend to prefer the pre-generated to start with, before experimenting with customer characters, and you get a reasonable choice of different character types to try out when you start a new game, and I'll introduce them to you in a minute as soon as we finish loading. Yeah, this game, it's for effectively an old style type of RPG. It was a very large install, which did surprise me actually. But that does mean it's going to have an awful lot of content in it, which is a good thing. Okay, here we go. Right, as you can see, the graphics aren't really cutting edge. They are more reminiscent of how these games used to be. Excuse the clock there in the background. I do like these style of games. I will admit I am I do like dabbling in the old school style games. The first thing I thought when I saw this in terms of its depth and complexity was there's another game that's not based in an apocalyptic world. It's you may have heard of it. It's the Divinity Original Sin, and a lot of people often refer to that as being like a more modern Baldur's Gate type game, and I guess you could look at this as a massively upgraded Fallout style game, but based on the old Fallout games, and not obviously the new first person Fallout games, which I have to say I've enjoyed them as well. Okay, so let's introduce our squad. Now the characters in this game, they are what are known as rangers. So effectively they are the law in the Wasteland. They'll get sent out on various missions to help people or stop the no doubtedly endless scum we're going to find later on. Okay, here we go. Third one. Right, let's go through them. You do get these nice little portraits that come with them. Okay, this guy's called Fade. At the moment he's a private, and let's check his skills. In fact, we've got his dossier here actually. That'll be easier. There we go. Right. Straight away you can see there's various stats around surrounding these characters. He's got a little mini biography here. He's American, Says here he was once a scout for the Red Scorpions. He joined the Rangers after the Scorpions put a bounty on his head for taking the spoils he wasn't entitled to. So I take it at some point he was some kind of a freeloading bandit. Now that could be a problem later on. I don't know. Let's check out his skills. Okay. Right, interesting. I guess if you were to compare him to a traditional sort of Dungeons and Dragons type RPG, this guy would be a rogue type character. He's obviously good at safe cracking, lock picking, and he can handle a machine gun, which will be good. Okay, let's go to the top here. I have to admit, the thing that first made me pick her was the name. I do like the name Cherry Bomb. Okay, basically she's a former child soldier with a cheerful of slightly glassy-eyed stare. Makes you wonder what she's on, especially with a name like Cherry Bomb. Cherry doesn't speak much and can't hear very well either, but sure likes explosions. Okay, so we've got some wild child here, basically, an American, so she'll no doubt be fun as well. Okay, her skills are toaster repair. Okay, I'm gathering that means that she can repair. Let's have a look. Specialise, that means skills. Well done. Broken toaster, you come across. What? You never know what you might. What? Well, that's straight away crazy. Toasters? She repairs toasters? What? Okay, well, she's good with shotguns, and good at demolition. So she is literally going to be our explosives expert, no doubt. Okay. Let's go for the next one. Pills. Okay. An appropriate name for somebody who's the team medic. Right, Pills learned her trade working in a brothel near an old prison. Well, healing pox joy girls and stitching up drunks after nightly barroom brawls. That sounds really encouraging. She's good with a needle, but sometimes likes the taste of her own medicine. Oh dear. I'm starting to wonder what kind of team I've ended up with here. Okay, final one, Cold Eye. He's probably the most normal one out of them all, I'd say. A veteran of several raider gangs and militias, Cold Eye is quite a distant man who decided to switch sides after his last gang wiped out an entire village. Oh, or maybe not. Children and all. Oh, now he's making amends. One dead raider at a time. Oh, so we've got he's Russian as well, and he's a sniper, and yeah, he's obviously seen things that have unhinged him slightly. So, be interesting to see where he goes. So, that's the group. Okay, as you can see, they're quite an interesting mix of characters. We've just left the area here. We can't get in here at the moment. I'm assuming that's some kind of base. In fact, you can let's examine it actually. Okay, before you rise a pair of massive 25-foot bronze doors, now green with age and corrosion, engraved with ancient and barely legible writings. They look like they've been standing since the beginning of time. So, we're not allowed in there yet, obviously, because we haven't done a good enough job or we haven't completed our mission. Right, okay. Well, over here, this is where the game started. He's your, effectively, commander, General Vargas. These guys here are bearing what was a ranger who recently died on a mission. And if I can find a logbook. Okay. These are the missions, right. General Vargas has ordered us to go to the site where Ace's body was found and search the area for the repeater units he was carrying. Once we recover them, we got to call Vargas. Okay, and it says radio tower, look for the rest of Ace's logbook. Now, you look at that and you think, oh, that's probably the tower. Well, no, it's not. They wouldn't make it that easy. If you look at the map, Where are we? Right, we've got to head somewhere. Right, okay, now I know where we are. That's where we started. That was that building. Looks like we've got to head out into the wasteland. Surely not. Already. Ranger brass nuts. Okay, these are all NPCs. And in my experience in these types of games, it always pays to talk to as many NPCs as you can. From what I understand with this game is there's a hell of a lot of conversations and any NPCs to interact with. Right, okay. Let's move on. We spent enough time here. Okay, you can zoom in and out if you want. It only zooms in so far. Alright. You can select them individually or as a group, like in normal group RPGs. Okay, there they go, on the move. Right, there's something. Oh look, hey, okay, one mind picking up that can over there for me? Think there's some water in there. Lazy so and so. Why doesn't he get it himself? Okay, let's see what happens. Let's go and get it. What is it? Tin can. It's junk. Yeah, very funny. I can't believe I fell for that. Not even started the game and I've got kicked in the butt by a goat. That's not that same goat from the goat simulator, is it? Okay, let's talk to Corporal Slovig. A kindly older woman in standard issue ranger garb. She seems occupied counting goods and organising crates. Aside from the clothes, she's the picture of a loving grandmother. You could swear she smells faintly of fresh baked cookies. Okay. Right. Okay, you get these keyword things here as well. That are supposed to offer you tips or hints. Okay, basically she's a trader. So down here you get a choice in this box at the bottom here to expand on the conversation. So let's try acquaintance first. And basically Cold Eye says, nice to meet you too. So what's your story? Yeah, basically she's giving you her brief life story now. She grew up in a village nearby. She moved into the citadel. She saw how good the rangers were. So basically she was a ranger. Or is a ranger actually still, I'm assuming, rather an old one. So as you can see, I think when you see red, that means the characters, I believe. And then you can ask a question about each of those characters. Let's flip through them. As you can see, this game is very heavy on reading. There's not really any talking in it so much, right. And I don't have a problem with that if you've got quite a bit to read. It makes a change, to be honest with you, because everyone should read more really if they can. Plus, I don't know, I find you always tend to get a richer experience with a very sort of text-based game. Yeah, she fancies herself a bit of a cook, this one. Right. Sergeant Nelson. I can almost imagine this character having a bit of a southern drawl to her. You know, oh, he's a great friend and a great quartermaster. We'd all be eating sand and whipping up the cactus flowers without him. You know, kind of accent. What does she think of the boss? Is a modern day pattern. That's one heck of a badge to put in. But he's got a gentle side too. Ah. About the Ranger Citadel. I do love this place nowadays. I used to. Yep, she's going on. Now, I'm assuming. So basically, she's not going to give us anything for free. Okay, this is your I've seen this many times in these style of RPGs. On the left you have your ones, on the right you have their ones, or vice versa, and then you just buy or sell. I'm assuming we started with absolutely nothing. No, zero, diddly squat, and that tin can's only worth $1. So yeah, I'm not even going to waste time selling it. Maybe I can find another use for it somewhere. What's that there? Oh, camera rotation. Yeah. Oh yeah, you get these every now and again. You get these pop up, but I know about the camera rotations. I've already done it. I don't know why it's showing me again. Yeah, these are quite handy. Every time you come to something new in the game that you haven't done before, you'll get a little tooltip picking up, popping up that you can read to help you. Okay, well that was pretty much useless. Right, let's go and talk to one of these gits over here that tricked me into being kicked by the goat. Which one of them was it now? I can't think who it was. Was it Rook? Oh, you got a comedian here. Yeah, ha ha ha. You're funny. What about you? Did you think it was funny? Oh no. Okay, well they're quite clearly a bunch of rookies. Okay, I'm not done this area yet. I've got some more to talk to. I'm assuming that takes us out into the Wasteland. I think I better leave the goat alone. Okay, what's this guy up to? Ah. I do like the fact that you can rotate. So obviously you can see things that are hidden. He seems to be either removing or putting something on the wall there. Ranger brass knucks. He's cleaning the graffiti. Okay, well quite clearly that conversation's not going to go anywhere. Anyone left that I haven't talked to yet? Yeah, we've got this guy down here. I'm not sure what he's doing. Okay, move everyone down here. It seems whichever character that you've got selected from here at your group of 4 is the one that does the conversations with the NPC. And now I'm guessing, based on past experience with other games like this.
God damn it, Ace! You never should have put down the wrench and picked up the gun.
Yeah, it's got somebody that actually spoke. Alright, she's obviously crying over Ace, our fellow ranger brother who recently died. Yeah, no, what I was saying was I guess depending on which one of these it is that does the talking and what their background is like, may dictate how the NPC reacts to them, which could add an interesting situation later on. Is that all she's going to say?
Sorry about the waterworks.
Good.
I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
Babies. Right, I think we'll be able to question her about that one. Okay, she's one of these. Yeah, I'm like hardcore. I've been out there a lot now, and you're just still wet in the head. Yeah, she's not particularly a well of positivity, is she? Really? Right. Let's talk about Ace with her. Oh, sounds like she had a bit of a soft spot for him. Mention of death machines here. Well, that sounds encouraging. Yes, she's just a swear word. He'd pissed somebody off and then locked him up. He sorted it out and started running. Cockies. Cockies. Oh, that's obviously a rival group, I imagine, of some kind. Okay, why did you think it was trouble then? Okay, the radio broadcast had spooked him. Yes, why didn't you go with him? Okay, this one's asking an awful lot of questions, right. Okay, interesting. Well, these broadcasts they found, which is what the basis of the first mission is, basically contain some nutcase who's threatening to turn normal people into half machines. Okay. Has anyone not stopped to think that maybe it's just somebody ranting and there's nothing behind it? Sergeant Woodson. As you can see, there's an awful lot of reading in this. Oh, it's nice to know who the man is that's responsible for our lifeline to the base. Okay, what's this Rail Nomad camp? Oh, the Actions and Topicans could kiss and make up. So it sounds like we've got a group there that aren't getting on. Quartz. Okay, I'm not reading this because I'm just quickly skimming through. She's just telling me about the characters that were in her group. Ah, robots and base. Of course, and he couldn't go out of control no more. Okay, so there are some sort of robots out there. Great. Okay, cookies. Right, they're an old military facility from before the war. The biggest fight the Rangers ever had. There's some crazy computer in there. Kept spitting out robots and sending them off to kill people. Starting to get a little essence of Terminator here now. They did say they didn't know what started the World War that finished or turned everything into the Wasteland, so it will be the first time a mad computer's been behind that. That's when I became Captain Death. Alright, okay. What did they say about this computer? Oh, it's an AI. Oh, this guy went missing, so he's not dead. So we may come across him. Okay, she thinks he may have gone off to join the Red Scorpions. One of our guys used to be a member of them. Apparently when everyone left the prison, these guys moved in. They started off as raiders, but now they're more like a militia. Well, that's a load of horseshit. It's basically their glorified protection racket. Eastern Arizona. Where's that? Oh, we've got radiation clouds. I like those. I've encountered them before in other games. Not the healthiest of things to walk into. Edges of the map, big hot areas. Can't go in without getting a crisp. Oh great, the clouds apparently move around as well, so it's not just you've got static radiation areas, you've got ones that move. This place is sounding more and more inviting by the minute. Oh, apparently General Vegas used to be Snake. Okay,
Say,
well,
listen. Vargas asked you to look into Ace's death because he thought I was too upset to be professional about it. He didn't want me going off half-cocked and shooting up all of Arizona looking for his killer. But I gotta find this guy. Ace and me, well, we've been fighting side by side for nigh on 20 years. I'm not letting him die unavenged. So, well, I know it's going against orders, but if you let me tag along and be in at the kill, well, I'll help you find your feet out there. Maybe give you a few pointers along the way. I may be old and slow, but I know the wastes like the back of my hand. What do you say?
that might not be a bad move, actually. Now, can I have more than 4? That's the character. There's a little slot there, so let's find out to say yes. You can have more. Cool.
Cool. No need to tell Vargas why I joined you. If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, alright?
Yeah, shh, that's between us, okay. Cool. Right, okay, we've now got a new background. Let's quickly check her profile. Okay, we've got a veteran desert ranger with us now. That could come quite in handy. She's a level 14 technical sergeant. Look at all these skills. Either she's going to be in this game with us for the long haul, or something's going to happen to her, I reckon. Okay, we'll find out. I think she might be like a kind of like a walking tutorial. Okay, right. I'm going to get one here ready to head out. Just before we do that, I'm going to save it. And then it looks like we're going to get into the nitty gritty of the game now. Okay, Rangers, let's head out. Of course. Right. Remember to use your radio to contact HQ regularly to gain field promotions. Oh, you can get field promotions. That's interesting. Normally, these sort of games you have to go to a town or some base or something somewhere to upgrade, but. Okay, this is where I get a feeling the game's going to start throwing things at you. Okay, this is...
Ranger Team Echo, this is Ranger Command. Come in.
Oh, I've got to reply to that.
Roger, Echo 1. Just making sure your radio is working. I'll be your dispatcher from here on out. I also wanted to give you a little heads up on your water situation. If you've all got full canteens, you should have enough water to reach the place where Ace died with plenty to spare. But if you're going to go exploring, you'll want to fill up again at any oasis you can find. Remember, your main priority is to recover the repeater units Ace was carrying. Once you've got the devices, you'll be headed to Ag Center and High Pool to install them. But we'll talk about that after you acquire the repeaters. We must, of course, bring Ace's killers to justice, but right now, that's secondary to discovering the location of that signal. Until now, Woodson's been our dispatcher, but Ace's death made me realize I've spent too many years in my office, walled off from the world and how it's changing. I need to know what's going on out there, and I figured the best way to do that is to start listening to the people's problems. So, I've decided that from now on, I'll be the one fielding calls and talking in your ear when you head out into the wastes. Don't let that make you self-conscious or nothing. It is vital that all teams stay in radio contact with me here at the base. We get distress calls from all over our jurisdiction and sometimes beyond. Towns or farms or mines being attacked by raiders, mutant beasts, what have you. We field those calls here and then dispatch whichever team is closest to the problem.
Okay, right, from the impression I get here now is you've got like a sort of campaign map area or an area that you can travel to other areas of the Wasteland, but it's going to cost your team water. Because obviously water must be in low supply. There's some tips up here. There's a radio, world map. Try not to die from radiation poisoning or thirst. Thank you. I'm not even sure how much water we got. Okay. By the sound of it, if there's any like side missions that pop up, they'll come via the radio as well. Okay.
10-4 Echo 1, carry on. Ranger Command out.
Okay, now I'm assuming is that our water level? Right, this must be your rads over here. So obviously I guess if you get near radiation areas, that'll show up. These things here must be radiation clouds I just saw. Where on earth? Where do I go? Continue. Fast. Continue. Stop party. Okay, by the looks of it, you can stop the party mid-move. It's interesting, the water is almost like it's almost like action points. Oh, here we go. No. Raw water. I don't know where I need to. Where I thought there's another view map. Ah. Oh, here we go. Right. They did say that the radio tower was northeast-ish. I'm not sure what these indicate here. Oh yeah, you can see your water level going down here now. Okay, well this is an interesting way of fast travel. Oh, radiation seems to be... Whoa, what was that? Oh, it's an oasis. Okay, so that's obviously what a radiation area looks like there. Okay, obviously we found a... Right, radio tower again, travel. Okay, this is an interesting travel system. Obviously I can see why you may need to stop. Oh, you see dangerous... Okay, I've got a choice here now. We obviously run into some raiders. I don't know if these are planned or random events. Now it says, do you want to run? There's a 75% chance you succeed, or do you want to attack? I'm going to attack, I think, because I need to learn about the combat in this game. Okay, now I think from what I understand, combat may be turn-based. Okay. Right. Now, who do I try out first? Where's my sniper? Cold Eye. Only 60. He's a sniper and he's only got a 62% chance to hit. Mind you, he's green, isn't he? What about Angel of Death? Or Angel Death? She's got a good chance to. 84%. Let's go. Let's start the fight. Alright, okay. Can we get it, candy ass? Right, yes. Now, the game is pretty much real time until you get into combat, and then it turns into turn-based system, as within the old Fallout games. By the sounds of it, as all the factors come into play, such as your skills, your weapons, range, cover. I imagine that's all going to be here. And great, looks like you get to loot the characters. Okay. Now, one thing I always do in these combat situations is save them. Yeah, let you save. Let's have a look. No. That's harsh. It won't let you save in combat. Okay, so if you screw up, you screw up. Now, Obviously each of your characters has a set number of action points, so there's only going to be so much they're going to do. Was there 1 or 2 bandits in here? Okay, I think this is going to be an easy encounter, I think, because by the looks of it there was only 2 bandits. But he's blocked. He's a cutter, so I would say, I guess he's a melee, in which case we can take our time with him because he's going to have to get into range. Let's let him come to us. Okay. Let's see if I can move Cold Eye over here. No, still can't see him. Okay. I'm gonna have to try and lure him out. Okay, fade. Right, he's got 8 action points, so we can get him. Let's move him here and see what the guy does. See, the plan is I want to try and draw him out into the open if I can, or is he going to hide behind there like a coward? Right, okay, looking at here, you hover over them, you'll see their various stats. He does 4 to 9 melee damage. He's got hardly any armor or shielding or anything. He's weak. 11. Compared to ours. Yeah, you can see that actually when compared to all the others. So they have given us a pretty easy encounter to start with. That's nice. Nice to know they didn't try and kill us off straight away. Right, who should I move in next? I think we better bring in Angel of Death, I think. Where is she? What is interesting here, I'm not quite sure how this works. Oh look, you got these skills here as well. You've got swap weapons, ambush and crouch. It increases your percentage to hit slightly and a chance to evade, so it looks like each turn is per character. I don't think you can move any character in one go. Yeah, these might be the order in which, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like you can only, each turn you move a character. It's not like you can move all the characters and all their APs in one go. That's interesting. I'm guessing the game dictates the order you move them in, and I reckon this is the order. that they move him. So obviously Fade's next. Let's move him there. And let's move him here so he's next to there. Back up. Right. Yes, I am right. So if I'm right, obviously Cherry Bomb next. The next go will be the Bandit. Here he comes. Oh, you can move fast. Oh, there's another one. Oh hell. Didn't see that one there. Okay, this game quite clearly has a line of sight dynamic in it. But the good news is we've got a high chance of hitting both these guys. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Angel of Death next. Right. Let's take him out first. He's down. She should have another go. Yep. She should better take him. That's it. It's all over. Our party's got XP. We got loot. Oh, I see. You get experience based on the enemy. So a total of 45 for the group. Loot. When looting, you automatically loot all the enemies within close distance to your active ranger. Loot the take by plugging an individual piece into the Zycode's portrait. Or the take all button. Oh yeah, action queue. See, I should read these really instead of guessing how it all works. Okay. But some of this is familiar. Okay. Well, I quite like that. I'm quite comfortable with that combat system. Okay, so where's the take all button? The take loot all button they were just talking about. Oh look, I've got headshot reload. Yeah, there's tons in here really. There are so many options that your different characters can choose from. A glass eye. Okay. A large ring. What we got there? 38 ammo and another glass eye. Okay, I like that. That's a good option. Where you can take all. Say you have to go through each of the corpses. Will it let you save now? No, there's no saving in combat mode. By the looks of it, you can only save either when you're in a free roaming mode or if you're in the campaign map. Okay, how do we leave the area is the next question. Let's just try and call and see what happens.
Copy, Echo 1. This is Ranger Command. Go ahead. Over. Copy, Echo 1. Appreciate the update.
Okay, you didn't have anything to add. Okay. How do you leave the area now when you finish the combat? There must be something here. One thing I like about this is they all move as a group, so you don't have to worry about. Oh, interesting. Oh, yes, here you go. You have to find the exit to the map. couldn't see any other items anywhere down here. Nothing of value. Well, that was a good fight, but apart from the XP, the bandits had precious little on them that was of any use, as far as I can tell at this stage. Right, back to the map. Okay, we survived our first encounter. No casualties or injuries. This will obviously take us back to the campaign map. Okay, I'm going to save it there and leave it there now for this one. Obviously the next stage will be when we arrive at the tower. First impressions so far? Interesting. Yeah, I think once I get used to the dynamics of this game, I could end up quite enjoying it. I like the idea of this campaign map type, or the fast travel map system. That's not a radiation cloud, is it, moving towards me? No, it's not. It's different, I'll give it that. I mean, I never played the original Wasteland, although I got it free with this game. So I don't know what that was like. A lot of people say it was really good. But if this has got as much content as I think it has, and I've only just started to scratch the surface, then I think, yeah, I could really get into this, especially as the story evolves and the characters go up levels. So, yes, I think it's good. It's got relatively good reviews as well. Don't go by the Metacritic's one; they tend to be very unreliable these days. I always tend to look far more at the Steam reviewers, to be honest. Would it have been worth waiting 20 years? I mean, obviously I wasn't one of the people that waited for it for 20 years or backed it. I don't know. But I would love to know why it took so long to make. Was it just simply down to the story background and all the characters they had to create for it? A bit like writing a book, well, a very long book if it was 20 years in the making. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and that's it for now.